Hi, Steve Forward here, and welcome to my how-to series on guitar. This episode I want to talk about picking. There are two types of picking I want to talk about today: alternate and economy or sweep picking. How you hold the pick and where you pick along the string length has a massive effect on how the overall sound that you generate comes out of the amp. You've got to remember that you're turning an ant into a dinosaur, so every tiny detail is critical on electric guitar. Hold the pick in whatever way feels most comfortable to you and learn to control your grip on the pick. This will affect your picking dynamics and how loud or soft the sound or the tone will be. With that said, here are some of the most useful picking exercises that I use with my students and I've used myself. Some of them you'll know, some of them you won't. Some of them are written by me and some of them are done by others. So we're going to cover 3 alternate exercises, some arpeggio exercises, some sweeping at the end, and some economy picking. Here we go. First exercise is an alternate picking exercise across 2 strings, and it's the classic one that I saw from an REH video from Paul Gilbert years ago from Intense Rock, and it's the one that pretty much everyone likes to use, and it goes like this. The next one carries on from that and goes a little bit further to accomplish 6 notes across 2 strings, and it goes like this. And finally, the last one is a little bit more elaborate and a little bit more finger twisting. For the shredders and the whittlers out there who are of a higher ability, this one is for you. Here we go. The next one is an A major arpeggio as a D shape up at the 9th fret, and we're going to alternate pick this one, and we're going to do it in triplet time and sextuplets as well, so it's almost double time. And it's important that when you're using a metronome you differentiate between those two, otherwise you'll end up increasing the metronome much faster and playing a triplet thinking you're getting faster, when really you should try and cram as many notes as possible into the lowest beat metronome that you can get. So start out at 50-60 beats per minute roughly. Here we go. Sweep picking. Everyone in my day, everyone wanted to learn how to do it, and sweep picking was the hidden treasure chest. If you could sweep pick, you were in this cliquey club, as it were, and sweep picking was something that my guitar heroes did a lot, and Yngwie, Steve Vai, and Joe Satriani, and guitar players that helped shape me as a player. Apart from other players like Dave Gilmour, Brian May, and Jimi Hendrix, ultimately for me. But those guys were my technical references, as it were. So we're going to look at some sweep picking now, and let's take the A major D shape that we've done before and sweep that. Here we go. And here's another useful exercise for economy picking that I like to use in my lessons. It uses 2 strings, and it's based on the variation of the alternate picking Paul Gilbert exercise, and you can use this to go up and down the neck like the other exercises using alternate, but you can use economy picking this time. Remember, it's just the rules still apply. It's just like sweep picking, and when you cross over a string you have to do the same stroke as what you've done from the previous string. So if you've done a downstroke, then you do a downstroke again. If you've gone up and you want to change strings, you do an upstroke again. Okay, here we go. Remember, sweep picking is all about economy of movement, and it's all about mastering the pick raking across the strings and letting it fall across the strings. Let it fall and back up again. Don't try and pick each note. You have to relax the right hand because the separation comes from the left hand. Some final thoughts to remember that speed with all of these exercises is a byproduct of being accurate. The more accurate you are, the faster you can play. Precision, alternate and sweep picking is, for me, a lifelong pursuit. You never actually quite get there fully, and I have to struggle and then work at every day and work at doing things like that. So it's always best to incorporate these into a daily practice routine. The picking action needs to become more of a habit or of an instinct. If you can imagine your hands being wet, and when you shake them and then try and hold a pick, that may give you a good head start as to, a yardstick as to know where to start with a relaxed picking hand from. Try not to pick from the elbow. From the elbow, that's about as effective as trying to turn a light switch on with the end of a fishing rod. Okay, so whatever movement you make here will be magnified 10 times by the time you get to the picking hand. That's it for this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it, and off you go and practice. Cheers.